Hey guys, Justin Jaynes with the 10-7 here, and I'm here to talk about DDP and his style and why I think he has so much success against these top-level fighters. Now let's talk about our UFC champion for a second. He's beaten guys like Derek Brunson, Robert Whittaker, former champ, Sean Strickland, not once but twice, former champ, Israel Adesanya, former champ, and some at one point were arguing one of the greatest middleweights of all time. Now he's about to be facing his toughest task coming up against Khamzat Chimaev. And I know Huzaifa is super excited about this fight. And the more I break down DDP's style, the more respect I get for his style and the more excited about this fight, because figuring DDP out can be very, very tricky. And I'm here to give you 3 reasons why he is so tricky. Reason number 1 is his constant stance switch. As a fighter getting ready for a fight, you're preparing for an orthodox fighter. An orthodox fighter, primarily his power is on his right side, his right kick and his overhand right. But when you have someone like DDP who's in an orthodox stance that will throw power from his right, then he'll switch to a southpaw stance, then throw power from his left. And he does this, this weird footwork that people say is sloppy, but I just think it's unorthodox and unpredictable. All right, guys, you look at this. There's 1, 2, 3. Boom, then he fires off. Switches back to orthodox. 4. And then we go to Adesanya. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even he blocks that. 5. Switches. 6, 7. Yeah, this guy is just a stance switching machine through and through from the beginning of the fight to the end. And I think it's really hard for fighters to figure out their range because they just never know when the strikes are coming. Reason number 2, getting back to that footwork. He throws off different angles. Typically, when I throw my jab, I'm going to step with my left foot and I'm going to fire my left jab. He will switch his stance mid-dance and then throw his jab. So essentially, he'll be in an orthodox stance. He'll switch to a southpaw stance and immediately throw his jab, catching his opponents off guard. So I really think this unorthodox style of striking, and also he sprints a lot in his stance. He'll lull you to sleep, and then he'll throw an overhand left, stepping with his right foot. Then he'll throw an overhand right, stepping with his left foot. Traditionally, it's unorthodox, and a lot of fighters aren't used to seeing it. All right, here we go. He's in his orthodox stance here. Gets kicked, and boom, right away. Doesn't waste any time. Gets in that sprinter stance. And here we go, man. Boom, boom, right, left. Finds himself back in his orthodox stance. Throws the kick. Something I really admire out of this. Look, now he doesn't punch. He sets it up. Now look at how he steps with this right foot first before he throws the left. Now, when we talk about the 3rd reason I think DDP has so much success, it's his unorthodox spinning attacks. Now, we talked about him throwing spinning back fists against Sean. I think he threw like 6 to 8 of them, and then, Sean's getting his hands up to block these. Adesanya did the same. And then he's throwing spinning back kicks to the body. And this can be really confusing. And, I can relate because in my last fight against Armasana for Tough Enough, he threw a spinning back kick. I thought it was going to the body, put my hands, blocked the body shot, and it came up top. DDP, I feel, does very, very similar. Keeps his opponents guessing. High, low, high. He attacks the head. He attacks the body. You just never know with his spinning attack. Is it going to be a spinning back fist? Is it going to be a spinning back elbow? Is it going to be a spinning back kick? I think this is really tough for fighters to deal with. One of my favorite strikes he doesn't actually throw off his own jab. He actually goes off Sean's jab, blocks Sean's jab, throws that spinning back fist. That is just incredible reaction by DDP. And here we go. Big overhand left. Sets it up. Now Sean's thinking about those big shots. Then bang, bang. Same footwork comes in the head. You can see Sean's hands up. Throws the spinning back fist, followed by a body kick. This is one of my favorite setups too. Throws the overhand right here, and then switches his stance. Makes Sean think the overhand left's coming, but then throws a back elbow. Keeps Sean guessing the whole time. We come into here. Here's this spinning back kick, just barely misses. And watch this. This is awesome. He comes in with that blitzing technique. Overhand right, overhand left, steps off. You can see now spinning back kick follows. Woof, boom. DDP needs to be respected. This guy is a loose cannon in the ring. He has incredible blitzing techniques. He's attacking the head with his feet. He's attacking the body with his feet. He's throwing big punches. He throws his straight punches, but they come from unorthodox footwork where he switches his stance and he'll find his right jab. He'll be in an orthodox stance. He'll switch his stance and immediately as he's switching his stance, throw his jab, cover some more range with that. When you really break down the technical side of DDP, I mean, it's pretty incredible what this guy is doing in this division, what this guy is doing in the UFC to beat these guys, these former champions that some of us clouded as some of the best we've ever seen. And he's continually beating these guys. I mean, what Khamzat has to do to beat DDP is he needs to apply the pressure, because DDP's forward pressure, his blitzing pressure, his spinning attacks are incredible. But Khamzat, I think, is going to try and time these spinning attacks and take him down. Regardless, after watching and reviewing all these fights, I've gained so much more respect for DDP, more than I already had. I'm such a fan, and I really hope he does well. And I really hope you guys understand the video and understand my breakdown. Tell me what you guys think in the comments.